Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let's get it, baby. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Quick funny story real quick. So I'm sitting here, I'm trying to fix the title of this video, right? And I'm looking and I'm like, are the stocks done drop? Why did I name it Are the Stocks Done Drop? Like, I'm looking at the title, but it's just cut off and it's Are the Stocks Done Dropping? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot, because I had said it and I walked away. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm like, are the stocks done drop? What was wrong with me? What was that? We back though, baby. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it raw. Come on now. I'm here. We're Kenan. I'm in the house, baby. I'm here. Let's get it. Good morning, family. Hey. I want to know who disliked the video. Hey, somebody giving me engagement. That's what it is. Shout out to the haters in the building. But they can't dominate the Discord fam. We always here, baby. Why do I always laugh? Cause you know what? The love always outshines the hate. Come on now, and let's be fair. For somebody on YouTube, I gotta admit, I get very little hate compared to what I see. So I feel totally blessed on that. Appreciate y'all. Let's go. Let's go. But you already know, even if it was more hate, I'm fun, but I'm not the one. Let's get it. Good morning, baby. Let me know in the comments where you from. So, mic check 1 2 1 2. The mic is working, baby. Let's get it. So let's talk about it. Grand Rising, let's get it. NY in the building. Virginia is here. I see you. Woo! Oman is in the building, baby. Let's go. Somebody said school nurse in the building. Shout out to the nurses. Shout out to our people who are taking care of everybody. Let's go. Let's real. Delaware is in the building. Chicago. Listen, family, let me tell you something right now. Let me know where you from. Florida. Rep your city, baby. Rep your country, baby. Rep your nation. Let's get it. We got Queens in the building. We got California in the building. We got London in the building. North Carolina. We here, baby. Do you see us? Oregon is here. Oregon is in the building. Let's go. I love to see it. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. I love to see it, baby. Appreciate y'all. Atlanta, we here. They said the dirty South. Louisiana's in the building. Georgia's in the building. Singapore, Tennessee. Let's go. Hartford, Connecticut in the building. Harlem is here. Nebraska might be a new one. I got to give a major shout out to Nebraska. Let's go. I've never known anybody from Nebraska. If you've ever known somebody from Nebraska, let me know in the comments. Never known somebody from Nebraska. Shout out to Nebraska. Discord family in the building. Jamaica, we here, baby. Bay Area. Guatemala is here. Flint is here. St. Louis. Oh yeah. Texas. Oh yeah. Let's check it out, family. But without further ado, this is not financial advice. I just hope you bought your oven mitts, baby, because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. Now, don't invest in companies you don't understand and don't believe in, because if they dip, woo, you not going to buy the dip, and then you're going to sell low and be right back here crying to me, and I'm not having that. You know what? I'm not having that. So if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen and consider investing in index funds. Now, somebody asked me again, why do I always say consider investing in index funds? Because if you can't handle the heat, family, and your portfolio is crazy volatile, literally consider investing in index funds to give your portfolio a backbone. Even when I'm being kind of funny or something like that, it's always a lesson inside of it. I want you to understand that. There's always a lesson inside of it, baby. Yo, let's go. Shout out to Nebraska, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Love to see it. All right, now let's talk about it. Lucid, no, the SPY actually. The SPY actually ran up a bit in the pre-market and the aftermarket. So we had a little bit of a run. It hit 28. Notice that. It hit 28. The SPY puts, family, the SPY puts yesterday, printing, baby, printing. We jumped into a SPY put. Now, shout out to the Discord family. If you ain't up on the Discord yet, and you looking to get in the Discord, the link is in the top of the chat. We got into a put, like right here. What is a put? When you buy a put, you basically betting the stock is going to go down. We got in like right here. It came down. I wasn't babysitting this one, so I jumped out, right? took my W and ran. Get in, get up, get out. So then a lot of people stayed in the put, made a lot more money. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. I love to see it. Love this Lincoln in the building. Absolutely love to see it. But remember, you got to get out. Even if you get out making any kind of profit, you win. You might not make what somebody else may have made, but you got to understand. You really got to understand. If you made a profit, you came up on top, and you got to take it and then live to trade another day. Live to trade another day. Stick to your plan. Stick to your plan. Let's get it. Said 1,000 people in the room. Hit that like button. Appreciate you, baby. All right, look. Now, notice the SPY yesterday, it got to 228. All of that selling pressure. Let's go to the hourly chart. And let's look at the RSI. Look at this. So again, family, so RSI above 70. What does this mean when it's above 70? That means it's overbought. Too many people are buying it. It's likely to come down when it gets there. Under 30 is considered oversold. Too many people are selling too fast. Too much selling pressure. It's likely to bounce back up, right? So when you look on the hourly chart, on the hour time frame, every single one of these candles is representative of an hour. The RSI got as low as 12. That's 12 on the SPY, family. Remember, 30 is low. It got all the way down to 12. All the way down to 12 on the RSI. So now, it had to bounce back. It had to. So then when you look at the SPY, you see that now it bounced back up on the hourly chart because it had to. 12, that's ridiculous in terms of RSI. So then it had to get some momentum. But notice, overall, we are still in a downtrend. We have not broken out of it officially yet. We look to break out of it soon, but yet, not yet. That's what I'm talking about. So AMC is hopping a bit. Let's check them out in a second. Let's go back to the SPY and check them out on the minute chart. So right now, they're at 436. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So we got the SPY 436. And on the 5-minute time frame, I got to sneeze. You know what that means, baby. Short sellers, let's check out AMC. Please, AMC, be holding us down. Holding us down. Here we go. Hey. Hey. Yo, appreciate you for that, baby. Appreciate you. Much love. Top of the morning. Virginia in the building. Virginia in the building. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. All right, cool. So now, first of all, let's check this out. Bless you. Appreciate you for that. Listen, some of y'all got some manners, like your parents taught you some. Come on now. Talking about it. Talking about it. All right. So now, AMC, $41. Let me tell you something that I had to tweet this yesterday. If you're not following me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I got them on the bottom. I got them on the bottom of the screen. Now, I'm going to show you something on Twitter right now that I posted yesterday, because I really felt this in my heart. Because let me tell you, when I get on here every day and I tell you 100 times out of 100, yo, AMC is the most manipulated stock in the game. Like I keep coming out here and I say this like every day. Right? Let me show you. Let me share this with you on the screen. Here we go. Let me check you out real quick. Korea in the building. Shout out to Korea. Shout out to Ghana. All right, check this out, family. So this is me on Twitter, Kenan, at Kenan Grace. On Instagram, I'm at Kenan Grace 1. No underscore, nothing else. At Kenan Grace 1. Right under the screen, you should see it. But check this out. I said this. I can't wait to laugh after it's all said and done. What am I talking about? With AMC. Why? Because I really hate. Oh, let me turn this down. I really hate the mood swings I'm seeing from people who go from believing in the play to not believing in the play, depending on the color of a candlestick, family. Depending on the color of a candlestick. Look at this. All of the naysayers, they come out of the woodwork. Watch, let's zoom out a little bit. They see it hit 43, and then it goes from 43 all the way to 38. And they're like, oh man, they all in the comments with the tears in the chat for the people who sold out. Tears in the chat. Now, 43 all the way, oh, I knew AMC, I don't believe in it no more, blah, 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 blah. But watch, then it goes up from 28 to 41, and then they disappear. They disappear. My guy said, he said, I got in on the SPY put, got in, got up, got out. He said it was like he was on a Tinder date. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But again, listen, we not all, somebody said they need strong conviction. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Yep. I'm seeing the tears in the chat. The thing is this, and my guy, No Feelings over on the Discord, me and him, we be talking about this. Basically, what is it? We are not built the same. We are not built the same. Charlotte in the building. I see you. I see you. We are not built the same. These people who get afraid that it's 43 and then it drops to 38, we just not built the same. Why? They like, oh no, it was 48 and then it came down to 38. Listen, this is AMC. All of these little prices in the middle right here, this means nothing. We're not waiting for it to go even to 70. We would love it, but we waiting for something way more than that. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Somebody, are we looking at another possible put on the SPY? Oh, you want to jump in that one, huh? I bet. Said when it goes lower, we buying it. That's right. That's right. And I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. I would never shame you. Like I'm seeing a lot of people trying to come out and shame people about either buying options on AMC, right? Shaming people about buying options on AMC or whatever. There's a difference between educating the people and shaming the people. Shaming is not a tactic that will work. It's not a tactic that will work. And they use it in a lot of things. They use it in a lot of things. And what you do when you shame somebody is you create people who develop a wall. And then they have defenses where there should be no defenses. Like, for example, when I tell you, you know what? If you buy an option, somebody said Nio is running in the pre-market, love to see it. I tell you this, if you buy an option on AMC and you buy a put option on AMC, I can't tell you don't do that. I won't do that, but I can't tell you not to do that. You see what I'm saying? I see that people are making money on puts. I see that people are losing money on puts too, but I see that people are making money on puts, and I will never shame you as to what you should do. I will educate you and say, look, you know what? I won't do a put on AMC because in my own opinion, that would mean I'm getting money with the main people who we are going against. Getting money with the Citadels, allegedly, supposedly, right? Nobody trying to get sued. Getting money with Simplex, which is officially the largest short seller of AMC, right? I can't tell you with the Melvin Capitals. I can't tell you what to do, but I will tell you, I'll just educate you on what's going on. I will never try to shame you on it at all. That's not what's going on here. Never. So, Kenan, you are pure, honest. Thank you. I got you. Listen, I got you. Never. I will not shame you. I will not shame you. Now, let's talk about it. Let's go. Somebody said Lucid is running again. Yo, let's get it. And what? The market is open? Let's check. Family. Discord family. Discord family. Yo, we really getting to a point where I got to let you know. It's getting to a point where it's getting to the time that we got to jump out of this. I ain't going to tell you when to jump out. But let me show you where I am now. And I'm going to let you know that I might have to sell the news on this one and jump back in. So Discord fam in particular, you in this play with me right now. We hit the home run. We officially hit the home run on a Lucid call. It was just a matter of time. And we didn't even need Lucid to deliver a single car. And we hit the home run. More than the home run. Shout out to the Discord fam. Up 117% on it. Now, it's getting to the point. And again, everybody else was crying yesterday about the stock market coming down. And guess what we was doing, family? Guess what we was doing? We wasn't crying about it. We was making money on the way up on Lucid and making money on the way down on the SPY call. Shout out to us. Shout out to us. How? Because you know what? When everybody else is crying, you got to understand that in the financial world, money is not destroyed. What happens to it? It transfers. Now, in science, they say matter is not created or destroyed. Now, we know money is created, but it's not destroyed. It's transferred. It's transferred. Whenever you lose money, somebody else is gaining money. So look, people crying about the SPY and the whole stock market coming down. Why cry when you can fly? With the SPY, oh, this ain't even Kenan Grace Radio yet. Why cry when you can fly with the SPY when it's dry? Yo, hold up. Somebody get that man a record deal. Somebody get that man a record deal. But look at this. Now, let me stick to the stock market. Now, We making money on the way down on the spot. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said I was getting that Nio dip. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Now, again, though, just know, Discord fam, come on now. Come on now. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to jump all the way out of this, because at this point, it's getting to a point where it's becoming greed. It's becoming greed. So I might just escape out of this. So then when Lucid do what they've been doing historically, and they just basically drop the news, you know what I'm saying? They drop the news and say, oh, we messed up again. We already took our money on it, and we could ride the wave back down. You already know. You already know. Oh, I love you too. Come on now. Let's get it. All right, cool. So shout out to the Discord fam again. Yeah, we really killed this one. But it is what it is. Let's look to kill another one. So BNGO. BNGO just yesterday came down to 506. 506. Right? What we're experiencing today is yesterday was so red and the RSI was so oversold on everything. It's only right. Like, look at this. BNGO, we got down on the hour chart yesterday to about 30. Everything was so oversold. Come on now. That we had to have some green today. Almost everything. Now, let's take a look. So, man, this is crazy. Like, yo, Lucid is really going stupid. Stupid. It's looking like we headed for the Grand Slam, baby. It's looking like, you know what's funny? I told you time and time again, I'm going to send you this screenshot too. There are two large institutions that are going head to head when it comes to Lucid. There are two large institutions. Who are they? Have you been rocking with me and watching the videos and everything like that? Even the live streams? The Bank of America and Morgan Stanley. Two extremely reputable parties. Morgan Stanley said Lucid is going to straight up botch this, family. They think they're going to botch this. But Bank of America, they said, no, this is going to 30. This is totally opposite opinions, only 2 days apart from each other. You see what I'm saying? So my guy said, Lucid put options. You could get a Lucid put option, but what you want to do is see it peak. You want to see it peak. And to be honest with you, you want to see how it's going to treat this $25 mark, the $28 mark, and about the $30 mark. So right now, it's kind of getting rejected at 25, but we ain't been open long at all. Let's see. And if you get into a put on this, don't get married, baby. Don't get married. Oh, also, the SPY puts, don't get married to that either. Don't get married to that either if you want a SPY put. Yesterday, we got in, we got up, we got out. Scammers are desperate. They in the chat. I don't see it. T-Bone, you in the building? Winston, you in the building? Lisa, you in the building? Let me know. Let me know. It's a good time to sell. Is it a good time to sell the Lucid call or a good time to sell your put on this? You gonna get another chance. It's looking like. Look, notice this. We got a high. We have a lower high. So you already know. Kevin, appreciate you for the love, big dog. That's right. Pigs eat. Hogs eat. No. That ain't how it go, big dog. You got it. Pigs eat. Hogs get slaughtered. That's right. On the market, there are bulls. The bulls are going to eat. The bears are going to eat. But the pigs get slaughtered, family. Dead cat bounce. What does that mean, everybody? That means that it's looking like it's alive. It's waking up. Lisa, let's get it. It's looking like it's waking up. But guess what? Hold up. Where we at?
My detector test determined that was a lie. Stop the cap.
High, lower high. Even on the RSI, family, we got a high on the RSI and then a lower high on the RSI. What is this looking like? This is looking like a potential entry for a put. Potential entry on a put. Let's get it. RK is on the move. But again, just know the SPY. Just know what's going on with the SPY. It's looking like a dead cat bounce. You might be able to ride this. Yo, family, if we drop below the 35, Kenan always spin facts. You know I got you. If it drops below the 35, family, come on now. We could be headed right back down to 230. And again, while everybody else is crying about the SPY dropping, we looking to ride the wave down on a put. That's what we looking for. That we looking to ride the wave down on a put. What does that mean? So we were talking about options, right? So let's take it to school. Let's take it to school. Headphones in the chat. In options, an option, think about what an option is, right? Somebody who has a lot of options, like who has a lot of options? A lot of, like, I don't know. Somebody like Beyonce, right? Somebody like Beyonce, the singer. Beyonce. Look at her. Beyonce, she got a lot of options. A whole lot of options. She's a married woman now. She married Jay-Z, right? But imagine, Beyonce she's rich. She's a beautiful woman in my opinion. Let's look. What is her net worth? And we're going to make it all make sense. What is her net worth? Beyonce is worth, according to Forbes, in September 4th, $400 million, right? That's a lot. That means she didn't need Jay-Z's money. She didn't need it. I'm sure it's helping out, but she didn't need it. You see what I'm saying? So and she's a beautiful woman who's also rich, who's also extremely famous and on the top of the top of the top in her career. She had a lot of options. She could have married anybody. She could have married, I don't know, who's another singer? She could have married Usher if she wanted to. She could have married some billionaire wherever if she wanted to. She could have did that. She decided to go with who she thought was the best choice. She had the options. So think about it. Options are choices. When you in the stock market, you look at the SPY. You look at the SPY and you want to get an option. An option means you buying a choice, right? You are buying a choice. Option means choice. What happens is your choice could be a valuable choice or it could not be a valuable choice. It could be a valuable option or it could not be a valuable option. So sometimes you'll get an option that looks like it's not valuable at all. You see what I'm saying? But then it becomes valuable. So for example, when Beyonce got with Jay-Z, he was already a pretty valuable choice, right? He was already like one of the top rappers in the world. He probably had $100 million, $50 million now, right at that point. But guess what? Now, she got with him before he became a billionaire. He was already, look, $1.4 billion. Like she got with him before his option was this valuable. So what you want to do is get in an option that you think is valuable, but is going to become more valuable. You see what I'm saying? Now, if she could have got with this option and totally it could have went left. And then you see what I'm saying? Now, you really got to understand that. And you say options are choices, but you say don't marry the options and you won't. Listen, that's right. That's right. Don't marry the options. Not on the contract, not on the stock market. Don't marry it. Don't marry it. Don't marry it. Because you already know, and let's talk about it. You already know sometimes your options look like they working out, but behind closed doors they may not really. So let's keep it going. Let's leave their family alone. But let's look. Let's see what Lucid is doing for that. Yo, let's go. We holding up above the 25. We holding up above the 25. We love it. We love to see it. Newberg is in the building. Newberg is in the building. Are you in Lucid for the long run? So great question. We just talked about this. Morgan Stanley thinks it's going to 12. Bank of America thinks it's going to 30. You might wish it's going to 30. You might wish it's going to 12 so you could pick it up for the first time. But what you got to do is be realistic and say, okay, if they don't deliver like they're supposed to, what's going to happen is Morgan Stanley is probably going to be right. But if they do deliver, then to be honest, Bank of America is probably going to be right, but it might go further. It might go further. So now with that in mind, if you're looking to load up on this play, and you got $300, those who've been rocking with me, you know where this is going. What I would do is, if I really wanted some skin in the game right now, the FOMO was killing me. Winston, shout out to Winston, shout out to Lisa. You see what I'm saying? So now, if the FOMO was really killing me, I would just put like $50 on it. Usually I go 100, bow, but I would put 50 on it and see where that goes. And then if it dropped, I will put the next 50 on it. Bam. I got my first strike in there totally. My first 100. And then I would see what was going to happen next. If it came all the way back down, guess what? I still got $200 tucked. And I'm ready to bow, right? With my notepad. Bow, I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to jump. My bad, hit the mic. If I bust your ears out, hey, it is what it is, baby. My bad. So he said, special thanks to you. If you can't handle this radio, stay out of this. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, that's right. So let's take heed to this. Somebody said Jay-Z puts. I'm tweeting that. I'm tweeting that. That's funny. That's funny. Jay-Z puts. If you know, you know. I'm tweeting that. That's real funny. That's real funny. Yeah, that's the funniest thing I heard today. I'm hold up. That's funny. So what's up, big dog? Thoughts on Archer Aviation? Let's check them out. That's funny. That's real funny. All right, look. So let's check them out again. What is the volume like on a day? What is the volume like on a day? So currently the volume is 3,000. 3,000, not high. Let's look at yesterday. That can't. Oh, this is the hour chart. My bad. This is the hour chart. So today's 3,000. Yesterday was 150,000. Day before that, 431,000. So family, it had a spike in volume, but the volume is slowly reducing. What do I want you to think about with this is try to get this closer to 1, but if it breaks under 1, then be willing to get out of it. You see what I'm saying? Don't get married to the play. Don't get married to the play. Somebody said Beyonce diamond hand in that. Somebody said I'm long on the B. Jay-Z puts. Come on now. You can't spell bars without putting that. Right, let's get it. Yo, y'all. I'm telling you, man, this is one of the best decisions I ever made. To get on here with y'all and trade and laugh while everybody else is crying about the stock market is uncertain. Listen, we making money both ways. We having fun doing it. Kenan has a rich man's laugh. Oh boy, I used to get cooked about my laugh when I was younger, like cooked. But again, I got thick skin. I could dish it. I could take it. They be like, and what I mean by cooked, like roasted. But you know how it is when you're young, everybody roasting each other. All right, DraftKings. Yo, could we just take a second? Could we just take a second and give some shout out to Palantir? Give some shout out to Palantir. Why are we doing that? Palantir, in my opinion, has to be. Somebody said they spy calls are printing. Shout out to y'all. How's it? Oh yeah. So let me explain this. So I'm supposed to. Somebody said Solange is selling Jay-Z puts. Yo, let's go, Ralph. So my tooth, I went and got some like mouthwash for it, like some special mouthwash for sensitivity, and it's feeling a little bit better. But I'm going to see the doctor still. I'm going to the dentist. One day, yeah, we gotta link up, definitely. Oh, somebody said something I wanted to talk. Oh yeah, Palantir. Let's give a special shout out to Palantir, family. Let's look at Palantir on the hour chart and let's zoom out. Look at this. This has to have been the GOAT of swing trading, at least in the summer. Like from summer to now, family, this has been the GOAT of swing trading. What do I mean by that? Look at these gaps and look at the gap fills. So watch this. What do I mean by a gap? A gap is like a huge candle in any direction. It could be up, gapped up, or it could gap down. Look at these two huge candles, gap down, and then almost a gap fill. It took over here to gap fill. What does the gap fill mean? Imagine that this is like a pool, right? Like literally like a swimming pool. And it started, and then this is the water inside of this like W right here. This is the gap. And then the gap didn't necessarily fill, but it almost filled. But then it filled. Look, from here to here, the gap has filled up. So this is a swing trade fan when you see these gaps. And then look at this. It's falling down, huge red candle, an even bigger red candle. And look, gap fill again. From here to here, same level. And then the floor got higher. So if you were in a call like this on the gap fill down, you were in a call, floor higher, hold it. Floor higher, hold it. Floor higher, hold it. Right? Because you'd be so up that you just hold it. And look, this is where we are now. So now, look at this. Come down, coming back down to sanity, right? Back down to sanity. But notice we're starting to get the gap and then the gap fills. So you got to get, and you know, I'm always going to try to teach you what to look for on the charts, because I might not say it, but I'm thinking it. So I try to do this live so you can say, okay, what is Kenan looking at? What is Kenan thinking? So then you could do it on your own. But gaps like to be filled. I want you to really understand that. They don't always fill. Like when you see, like for example, if you thought this 29 was going to gap fill up from this big candle, potentially yes, but 30 is such a crazy line of psychological resistance that if it broke over that, we could be headed to like 33, 35. But since it got rejected up there, it's a real psychological level that's really hard to break through. So then it's likely that this gap won't fill. Over time, Palantir is like a $40 stock minimum. Banger company, family. But just make sure that you're looking for gaps to fill. Now this has gap filled. But notice from here to here, this didn't gap fill. But we want to see where the floor is now. It's looking like it's 25, 26. But let's see. Let's see. Give it some time. Remember, when you see your price, when I see your price, I like I strike. And if I don't, we pass on the play. Kenan and GOAT, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate you. Let's get it. Good vibes only. Good vibes only. Yep. Up. Headphones in the chat. That's right. That's right. So now let's check them out. SPY. SPY had to run. SPY had to run. Apple is going up too. Yo, look at this. Look at this. SPY had to run. Check out Sens. Got you. Sensonics. Company is a banger. Company is a banger. A beast. But look, it's on a huge long downtrend. Try to get this in the lower threes. Lower threes. If you're in a SPY call and you're way, way up, I'm not telling you to let it go now. But what I want you to do is plan an exit. Now, a dead cat bounce, this could be that. We've had many instances of this. What is a dead cat bounce? It's literally like not a death roll, but like a death throw. I'm not going to Google that and then have everybody throwing up at home. But like a death throw, it's like when you have somebody in like a headlock or like some crazy like lock and then they're like choking out and then their body would like, it'll like shiver or something like that. This is like when you could tap out in like wrestling or something like that. This is why the tap out even exists. Because like somebody get into a death throw and you just think they're struggling to get you off of them, but they're actually dying. But then you could tap out and get out of it. So this is looking like a death throw or a dead cat bounce. LCID, family, y'all making me think it's getting crazy. Been holding Lucid for a minute, loving the run up. I want to click enter on this. I want to click enter. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh, let's go. Yo, Lucid Motors. Come on. Family, we this close to the Grand Slam, baby. Yo. We this close to the Grand Slam. The funny thing about when you get into a crazy... Now, again, I'm telling you right now. Oh, my God. Yo. Run us up. Run us up. Lucid, is that all you got? Yo. Family. Oh, my goodness. My guy Marcus, he said, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you back, family. Appreciate you back. Right back. Yo, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. My guy said, I'm up 147 on Lucid. Akon Kelly, or yeah, Kelly, you must be Discord fan, baby. You must be Discord fan, if I'm not mistaken. You giving me Discord fan vibes. You giving me Discord fan vibes. We eating, baby. We eating. Somebody said, I'm up 464, baby. Let's go. You giving me Discord fan vibes. Look at that. Love to see it. Look, family, we just turned $310 and turned it into 770. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. So somebody, yo, Thomas, I'm so glad you said this. So Thomas Becker's in the, let's go. He said this. He said, I'm bag holding Lucid at 29. Now, family, what I want you to understand is this. If you bag holding something and it comes way, way, way down. Like, for example, if you holding Lucid at 29 and you had a chance to get it at 15, you missed the opportunity. And I don't ever want you to miss the opportunity again. You gonna miss some of them sometimes. You can't, this ain't Pokemon. We ain't gonna catch them all. But you gotta catch some of them. And what do I mean by that? Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Maybe you didn't catch it at 15, right? You say your average is 29. Maybe you caught it here at 17. Maybe you caught it here at 18. Maybe you caught it here at 1880. Maybe you caught it here at 21. But you had time and time again to bring your average down. And that's what you got to do, because what it does is it puts you would have been in the green already. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about averaging down. Let me look for my calculator. Let me X out some of these tabs from yesterday that I had up. Where's my calculator at? Here we go. This one. You average down, right? Your average is 29. Your average is 29. So let's say that you brought 10 shares at $29 each, right? You in the play. You in the play for $290, right? You in the play for $290. Let's say again you bought 10 shares for 18, right? You in the play again, 10 more shares for 18. So one time you bought 10 shares for 180, and then the other one, I forget, oh yeah, 290. So we got 180, that was one purchase, plus the 290. This is what you want to play for totally in cash. You want to play for 470 for cash. But you now have 10 shares once, 10 shares again. So we're going to divide this by 20. Boom, your average is 23. You would have been up on the play if you would have just bought the same amount of shares for way lower again. What if you would have bought more shares than that? You would have been even more up on the play. You see what I'm talking about? How can you join the Discord? Joe, I got the link in the top of the chat. If you're trying to get in and you're having trouble, listen, you can get yourself in. However, the mods, they'll help you in. They'll help you in. Let's get it. Yo, come on. Yo, family, did we? Okay, yeah. Yo, this is crazy. Don't forget the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, baby. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Yep. Yo, killing it, dog. Killing it. Killing it. Killing it, killing it. But we ain't gonna babysit her. We ain't gonna babysit her. We're gonna leave her alone for a little bit. Let's look at the SPY. Let's see what's going on with the SPY. So the SPY came up to 37. It said teacher class in session. Let's get it. Let's get it. It came up to 37. Now, let's see where the SPY is gonna take us today. Again, we got out of the Lucid call yesterday, or the Lucid put yesterday, and that was printing, baby. But that was a one-day play where the expiration was yesterday, Discord fam. He said, bro, let's get it. He said, I learn every day. I got you, family. I got you. Just know. And just know. And don't feel everybody else who's watching Lucid run. Everybody who's watching Lucid run. If you want to get in on Lucid, let's talk about something that we talked about before. And that's retracement, right? You see how Lucid is coming down a little bit? You want to ask yourself, is the trend changing? So remember what we talked about with trends. There's 3 trends. There's an uptrend, there's a downtrend, and then there's consolidation, which is sideways. Currently, today, just on today, on the minute chart could change at any minute, literally. So we're on an uptrend, a steep uptrend, right? The FOMO buyers are coming into the play. The option players, like people are buying out of the money options now. Like, look at this. For 26, there's almost 10,000 options being bought on that. This is the open interest, 10,000. Right? Where they're not showing me the volume. No, I don't see the volume, but there's 10,000 basically people just jumped in to the 26. They keep jumping into them. There are even people getting into the $30 call option for the 24th, family. High risk, high reward. What does this force the market makers to do? The market makers are the people who are in the background, and they're adding liquidity to the market. So they got to load up on these shares when you keep buying them. If they run in the money, they got to hedge. They got to hedge. So now, look, we're in an uptrend, but notice it's coming out of the uptrend slightly. It has to cool off. The RSI got all the way up to 80. It has to cool off. But now, instead of just using the uptrend, let's take it back to school and let's go to another lesson like we've been talking about. Let's look at the Fibonacci retracement. Again, it's wishy-washy on a minute chart, but I just want you to see so you can understand and get an idea. Don't really take it too crazy seriously on a minute chart. The minute chart is way too volatile. But here we go. Fibonacci retracement. I clicked on the Fibonacci retracement option, and then I'm going to, or selection. I click on the bottom, and then I'm going to click on the top, the highest point. So here we go. What are these things representative of? Because again, I'm going to introduce this to you all of the time, just so you could get more used to it day after day. So now, Fibonacci retracement, notice you go to a low point all the way to a high point. Now you have some key numbers. There's a 0% retracement, meaning it came down 0% if it hit this line, right? There's a 23% retracement, which is a potential support. So if it come down to the 23, this means that potentially we are still in. If we bounce off of the 23, we are potentially still in that uptrend, the overall uptrend. Now, the 23, the 38 right here, and the 38, the 50, and the 61. These three are crazy important, right? So the 38 on the Fibonacci, this is our first strong level of support. We want to see if it's going to come here and then continue its run up. So this would be where I would do, if it's showing strength here, I would do my first strike. Bow, right? That's what I would do. My first strike on the 38. But it has to give me confirmation. It has to give me confirmation. What do I mean by that? It bounces off of this and then it starts to go up. Confirmation. Now, if it comes under it and it hits the 50 and it goes up. Yep, you know what time it is, my guy Rod. Let's get it, baby. Now, 50. This is a stronger level of support. Our 61 right here, this should be our strongest level of support, which means 61% of that peak got retraced. But this is just the minute chart. This is just the minute chart. When you really want to use the Fibonacci retracement, you got to zoom out. You got to zoom out and then use it from a low point all the way to a high point. But for now, I'm just showing you how it works, and I don't want to overwhelm you. But think of these as just psychological, not even psychological, levels of support. You see what I'm saying? He said, putting a wrinkle on your brain. I got you, baby. I got you. These are levels of support and levels of resistance. You see what I mean? Somebody said Lucid. Let's get it. AMC is under 40. Let's check them out. But these are levels of support and resistance. But again, I'm showing you on the minute chart, and time again, I'm going to reintroduce this to you. So then by the time maybe we talk about this for like a week or two, you'll start to really say, okay, this is the Fibonacci retracement sequence. When it retraces, remember, a retracement and a reversal are different. A reversal means, no, this thing is in a downtrend. A retracement are just those little falls like this to come pick you up so you can load up. A little fall to come pick you up. Now this, a little fall potentially to come pick you up. That's what's important. Okay, now, I'm going to get up out of this. And look, a little fall, but you want to say, is this a retracement or a reversal? A retracement means it's a load up point. A reversal means it's time to cut your long position and switch your brain to it's a new season, baby. It's put season. Palantir is coming down. Yes, it is. So family, if it breaks this 2660, it's right there. If it breaks this is a potential straight up drop. If it breaks this, straight up drop. 2669 on Palantir now. 2669. And then the next support would be 26. That will really signify, if we broke under 26, that we are in a downtrend, like for sure. SPY bouncing on the 200. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's check out AMC. I'm hearing that it's under the beast, the big dog, the banger. It's under 30. Oh, 39. We broke the 40 support. But again, we diamond hands on this. You don't have to be. I personally am, because I didn't overextend myself. So then I'm diamond handing. Look, if it ain't zero or much multiples of this, it's all the same to me. It's either going to go to zero or it's going to the moon. Not long ago, we were all investing with no charts. Shout out to charts. You know I got you. You know I got you. You know people in the videos, you know it's always a naysayer somewhere, right? Kenan, oh man, you using the Robinhood charts, da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey man, if you don't like what I'm doing, you get up out of here. That's it. If you don't like what I'm doing, go watch another free video. SPY puts, let's see. Let's see. Oh, somebody else asked me to look at something. I can't remember what it is. All right, DraftKings, I keep seeing that. Y'all thinking about, oh my goodness, look at that. It came up to 60 and that's down to 54. Let's go. Let's see. A lot of weakness, a whole lot of weakness. Why is Robinhood taking long for execution? Anytime something is taking long for execution, that usually means your ask price is not incongruent with whatever the bid is. I'm sorry, what the bid is not, it's not working out with the ask. Like if somebody is saying, yo, look, I'm selling this phone right here for $1,000, and then you showing up with $10, look, it's just not making sense. So then you won't get the execution. But if you're patient, you know the iPhone 12s, for example, they probably gonna come down in price because what? The iPhone 13 is coming out. Lucid is coming back down. So is it really, really? Let's see where we go. We might find some support at 25. But again, remember, you want to be on the lookout to see, is this a reversal or is this a retracement? A retracement means it's coming, but the overall trend is going to remain. A reversal means, nope, it's tanking. It's tanking. And remember, if you're in the calls at this point, Discord fam, you don't have to get out, but you still in the home run. You still way over the home run. So just know, it's basically, it's up to you. You can always take profits and then jump back in. Always. Okay, my guy said difference between Lucid, the stock, and Lucid W. So Lucid W, to my understanding, is the warrants. And you can load up on the warrants if you want. I'm sticking to the stock and the options. But I appreciate you, TNT. I'm personally sticking to the stocks and the options. Somebody said puts on the iPhone 12. I got the iPhone 12s for my son for T-Mobile. Yo, George Mark. So if you want T-Mobile, and look, I'm not sponsored by this at all, but I was on T-Mobile for years. Right? And just to help you out, this is one way that I started to build my wealth. And this is one way that I started to build my wealth is I started to cut my bills down, but still live the same exact life, but started to cut my bills down. So you got to really try to do the same things for lower. So what am I looking for right now? Let's see. Let me see, because I had T-Mobile for years, and this T-Mobile, don't try to be suing me or nothing like that. Don't try to sue me. But Mint Mobile, they literally they got the exact same towers as T-Mobile, and I've been using them for I want to say, it got to be 3 years now, maybe 2 or 3 years, Mint Mobile, T-Mobile, and now I'm paying, instead of paying $200 a month, your boy paying $30 a month for the same exact service. No, I don't have a son. I'm reading somebody's tweet. Somebody's comment. Who said this? My guy, George Mark. He said, I got an iPhone 12 for my son for $100 at T-Mobile. Yeah, and again, look at Mint Mobile, big dog, because you'll be paying the same exact thing. Now, those people who got Verizon or AT&T or something like that, I don't know if Mint Mobile is going to work as good for you. I have no idea. But I know T-Mobile, you have the same service. You have literally the same service. I had it for 2 years. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. Let's go to official definition. Investopedia. Whenever you have a question, look for the official definition with Investopedia. So stock. A stock warrant is issued directly by a company to an investor, right? Stock options are purchased. So again, you could buy stocks, you could buy options, you could buy warrants, right? So Investopedia, let's go here because they probably got some key terms. You can just go straight to the key terms. A stock warrant represents the right to purchase a company stock at a specific price on a specific date. So it's almost in line. You could think of it. T-Mobile be scamming people. Yo, come on now. Verizon needs to bop. Listen. Somebody else said they got Boost Mobile, so I got Mint Mobile. Verizon sucks. I thought, from what I understood was I thought Verizon had the best coverage from all the stuff they be saying, right? Somebody said I don't like AT&T, but they are reliable. So it's either Verizon or AT&T, which supposedly, according to them, I don't have the service, has the most coverage. But again, I wasn't trying to pay $200 a month for no bill like that. So now I'm paying like $50 a month. But I'm covering 2 phone bills. You might be covering, so I would have been paying what, 25? 85 for 2 lines, unlimited. Let's go. I paid $35 for T-Mobile, but you've been with them 20 years. I love to see it. Jamaica in the building. Let's go. Let's go. He said, I'm moving over to Mint now. You put me on with that. Listen, yeah, let me tell you. Listen, it's one thing to keep money. Now, look, regardless of how you, and the reason I went over to something like a Mint Mobile, for example, come on now. Y'all know me. I could pay the Verizon bill. You know me. I could pay the Verizon bill. I could pay the T-Mobile bill. I could pay the AT&T bill, right? But I want to keep my money and do the same things. So you got to think like a billionaire. So regardless, and I always tell you, if you want to be a big dog, you got to think like one. So regardless of how you feel about Donald Trump, right? Regardless of how you feel about Donald Trump, they say, it could be a rumor. I have not went there to check. They said that he had golden toilets or something in the Trump Tower, right? They said he had golden toilets in the Trump Tower. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would you spend money on something stupid, right, like this? And you know what it is? As a billionaire, he would have had to pay so much in federal taxes. He would have to pay so much in federal taxes that he might as well use it to basically bolster his brand, right? So then what can he do? Buy a golden toilet. So then it just makes sense to a regular, like average everyday person who working a 9 to 5. It don't make sense because your taxes ain't the same as somebody who's making money like Trump. So then when you go and buy the golden toilet, now he can just say, oh, this is a business expense. I got to make it look like this. I got to make everything look grand. I got to make everything look big. So then he could just write it off. So then meanwhile, this same golden toilet, let's say that this is actually a truth that happened. Instead of him having to give taxes back to the government, he could just put it right into the Trump Tower and say, look, this is a business expense. This is luxury. You see what I'm saying? Because he wants to keep the money that he made rather than giving it all back. That's what I'm talking about. Keep the money you make. If you make $100, generally, right? You make $100, you got to give back usually 30. You got to give back usually 30. But if you make $100 in a business and then you spend $30 on golden toilets, then let's say you get some tax credit, right? Or you get to actually take it from your overall gross, so then they just tax what you net. And then boom, you back up. You got $70 in cash, for example, hypothetically, $70 in cash, and then $30 in not cash, because they were gonna tax you, but in value. $30 in value. But it doesn't exactly work 100% like this. If you want to get into the weeds, then you'll really say, okay, so at this point, they would then tax this one by 0.3, right? For example. But then you would get to keep that $30 in value, and then they would tax this by 0.3, which is less than 100. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's less than that 30 you would have paid too. So you get to keep some of the money. You get to keep some of the money. Somebody said SPY puts, you killing it. Let's go. Which plan do I have with Mint? So I got the max one, but I had it for 2 years. So the max might be different. It might be different now, but I got like, I want to say like 20 gigs or something like that. But now that I'm not leaving my house much, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the Wi-Fi anyway, so I might even be able to get an even lower plan. Right, it's not about how much you make, it's how much you keep. That's a fact. So look, somebody said it's Lucid. Lucid is giving you a chance potentially to get in if you missed it, right? So it could be the case that nothing happened. So let's see, 20 hours ago. So yeah, nobody's even saying anything. Article, Lucid, stock clear up, what you need to know. So far, yeah, nothing really happened. Nothing really happened. So right now, is it the time to buy Lucid? You could. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Are you still in the BBIG puts? No, did I ever get a BBIG put? If I did, it would be on the Discord. If I did, it would be on the Discord in stocks of the week. If you want to look at what I got. But let's go back. Because again, some of y'all, we was just talking about Beyonce. Let's go back to Beyonce. I'm not going to play her song, but it's, if you, this, you can't listen, you can't take Beyonce advice. You can't take her advice. You can't take her advice on this. Not this one. Beyonce once said, if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Look, if you like BBIG, don't take Beyonce's advice. Not on this one. Not on this one. I'm sorry, B. I'm sorry, B. Nope. Come on now. You don't get married. What do I mean by that? Some days, you're going to give her a call. And you're going to say, yo, how about we go out to the movies? Right? Let's hang out. Let's go up and have a good time. And then you drop her off. And then come back another day. You see what I'm saying? You got to get in, get up, and get out. Don't get married. Don't put a ring on it. You got to know. Now, there are some plays that you could put a ring on. There are some plays that you could put a ring on. Let's be clear. And it's this. Apple. In my personal opinion, you could put a ring on Apple. You could put a ring on Apple for sure. You know who should have put a ring on Apple? Now, this isn't to discourage anybody or to look down on anybody else. But listen, your dad, your mom, your granddad, your grandma, they should have put a ring on Apple. My mom, my grandma, my dad, they should have put a ring on Apple when it IPO'd in about, I think it was 1980. Look at this. Right here, Webull goes as far back as December 31st, 1980, where, comparatively speaking, it's saying that Apple was, what, about 64 cents compared to today's shares. And it dropped to 20 cents or 17 cents, just about, compared to today's shares. They should have just straight up, come on now, that's crazy. Eugene, let's go. He said, I made 2,000 on Lucid calls. Let's get it. You're about to put it all in Apple. Listen, come on now. Come on now. He said, Mary, only if she shares your view. If not, it will never work. Okay, yeah, so let's go back to AMC. Because look, I know the paper hands. I'm telling you, paper handers, listen. You got to really understand this play. This is not Apple. This is not all these other things. Somebody said put a ring on Tesla. Come on now. Come on now. This is not these other plays. This play is going to fluctuate. They're trying to shake you out. Did I not get on here every day? Did treys not get on every day? Matt Kohrs, who else? Uncle Larry, all of us, right? We literally, like my guy Short the VIX, the Master Investor. Come on now. We all on here literally all of the time saying, yo, this is the most manipulated stock in the game. This, GameStop, all these other stocks, most manipulated stock in the game. So then when you get surprised that it's being manipulated, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you're surprised. So then you be like, yo, Kenan, you always happy even though AMC is down XYZ percent. Listen, is it down 100%? No? Okay, nothing to talk about here. Nothing to talk about here. Is it down 100%? If so, it is what it is. It is what it is. Charge point. Let's see. CHPT. Come on. I've been waiting for charge point. Charge point. Let me tell you something, family. A lot of us, particularly in the Discord fam, we've been talking about getting into a charge point call for a long time. The reason we didn't get into a charge point call is I want you to see something here. Charge point is now 2030. Charge point is, let's go back to the day chart. Charge point has literally been bouncing at this level since March. March, it came up, came back down, right? It's been bouncing at this level since about March. And then since about August, like early August, mid-August, it's been at these levels too, in the 20s. If you sitting in a call and it's just sideways, those who've been trading options for a long time, you know that theta, time decay, it ramps up over time and it's just eating away at your play. So charge point at these levels, we buy the stock. So I loaded up on the stock about last week. This is a stock buy opportunity. Where do I want to see it for? If charge point breaks under the 20, family, this thing could be headed to like 17, 18, and then boom, we would get a call. Or it could just show us a lot of strength, and then you could ride the wave up. Come on now. Palantir's under that mark. Let's go. Let's check them out. Oh, yeah, slightly. Let's zoom out. Let's zoom in. Oh, yeah, it did. It broke it. It broke it. Okay, so 2630 would be a great confirmation that this thing is tanking. Obviously, it's tanking, right? But on a technical standpoint, we got our first support break. Our first support break. And then right here, this will be a second support break. Palantir, the put is printing. The put is printing. Load it up on BBIG. Let's do it. But remember, swing trade. If AMC goes down 200%, I'll get along. How do you feel about Wish? I would have to do research on it. Is ChargePoint an investment or a swing? ChargePoint is an investment. ChargePoint is an investment. The options, remember, all options are swings, but ChargePoint is an investment. Unless you get into like a leaps option, that's like literally, I want to say over a year, then okay, that can be considered an investment. But all options are basically swings. You get in, you get up, get out. If you want to swing trade something and you really want to maximize it and you want to take more risk, then you will get into an option. If not, don't. Someone getting paid by the hedge funds and they ain't doing their job. I think Gary Gensler, Gary the guy from SpongeBob, come on now. SPY puts his printing. I love to see it. Love to see it. Let's see. Yeah, that is not a lie. That is not a lie. That is absolutely not a lie. Thoughts on Ethereum Classic? Another investment, not a trade, an investment. Tesla is printing. Tesla, let's see. 740. The next AMC options play. So there's a lot of shame going on, like people shaming with buying options on AMC. Is SPY ready for a put? Yes. SPY is technically ready for a put. But again, don't get married. Don't get married. Let's do our retracement, but let's do it backwards. Fibonacci retracement on the minute chart. Remember, this is not to be taken seriously. Let's just kind of show you potentially how it works. So go from a high to a low. This is for a downtrend that you've identified. Boom. Retracements means it's coming back up to pick you up, but then it's going to keep on the same trend, right? Let's see if it goes to our three key levels, 38 or 50 or 61, and then starts to show weakness, right? But the Fibonacci thing is more of a long-term trend thing. So you want to zoom out technically to like the hour chart. Zoom out to like the hour chart or something like that, and then see what's happening with it. Nio, is it a buy? NIO. So where we at right now? Nio is $35. It hit 34 today. I didn't even notice that. It hit 34 today. If you're loading up on shares, in my opinion, 34 is excellent. Now, one thing too, we talk time and time again about 20/30 vision. Now, realistically, 20/30 vision means you can't see well. However, this is why I always say, hypothetically speaking, right? Figuratively speaking is specifically what I say. Figuratively speaking, this means basically we looking for this 10 years from now. You see what I'm saying? We looking for this 10 years from now. But what I want you to understand in your heart of hearts, you don't want to invest into a company if the company is going to change. Now, if China changes this company, we would have to jump out of it. And you know I love Nio. But if the Chinese government, because remember, China, you hear it time and time again about being somebody said Lucid is coming back. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. China, you hear it time and time again about them being a communist country, right? What does that mean? That means they have full control of whatever happens over in their country. They don't got to take you to court or nothing like that. They can make whatever happen. They could combine all of the EV companies. They could just make it whatever they want. So if the government starts to interfere way too much, and then watch this. Let me see. I think I have I think I have a screenshot of something. Let's see. Unusual Whales, they tweeted this. And this sounds eerily specific, if you ask me. It sounds eerily specific to a lot of these EV plays. So we can go look this up ourselves. Just know, this is just, as it stands, it's a tweet. It's he say, she say, but you can look this up for yourself. So Unusual Whales tweeted this. Breaking. The SEC issued a warning for those who invest in Chinese companies listed in the United States. The SEC detailed the risk in putting money into U.S. listed companies that have contracts with but no control over a Chinese entity. Let's read that again. The SEC, the Alphabet Boys, the FBI, right, of the government, they said this of the stock market. They detail the risk in putting money into U.S. listed companies that have contracts with China, but they're not necessarily owned or controlled by China. Who is that? That sounds a lot like Nio, because if you recall, Nio was bailed out. Kenan's Tooth got a YouTube channel now. I hope you're getting views, baby. But take a look at this. The SEC, that is funny. That's, yo. That's funny. And shout out to Boomy, yo, my guy. He said spy. He said spy guy. Put get in, get out. That's right. On a put. And then come on now, looking for another entry point, baby. Let's get it. I appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you for that. So now let's talk about it. Remember, if you remember this, Nio, they was gonna basically go out of business. It wasn't looking good for them. But then they got $1 billion, basically they got some money from the government. So then they're listed and they got contracts with the Chinese government, but they're not necessarily being controlled by them. So then this looks like the SEC is specifically thinking about Nio. He said Kenan AMC total shares 513 million. Come on now. Well, look, we know the synthetic shares. We know what time it is with them. Look, okay. So Lucid back up to a new high for the day. Remember we were just talking about retracement versus, let's take a look. Let's look how it played out. And remember, this is the minute chart to help you get a decent intraday, but not to be taken too literally. So look at this. Retracement. It retraced down to like a 50. And actually, where were we before? We were like over here. At this level here. So look, it retraced down to the 50 on the Fibonacci sequence right here and bounced off. Why do things like this work? Because other people are watching it too. Other people are doing exactly what we're doing. So there's 3,000 of us in the building. Shout out to the family. Let's get it. Let's get it. Family growing strong, baby. We love to see it. Now, why do Fibonacci retracements work? Why do just the technical analysis work? Because there is 3,000 people somewhere else right now doing exactly what we're doing. There's 20,000 people somewhere right now doing exactly what we're doing. 80,000, right? They might not be all together like us. However, just know they're doing what we're doing. So then they believe in this stuff. So then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. They call technical analysis astrology for men. If you didn't know, they call it astrology for men. And yo, my allergies is killing me, bro. I got to sneeze, but it won't come out. Come on now. Come on now. But let's get up out of this. Boom. I won't overwhelm you. Let's go back and let's see if the SPY, what is it doing? Yo, the SPY is breaking down, baby. She breaking down. I could definitely see this coming back to like the lower 30s, even lower 30s than this. Definitely. Good morning, Kenan. Everybody, let's get it. Again, family, if you are trying to get into the Discord, because I see some people saying that, shout out to the mods who are helping people to get in. Shout out to the mods helping people to get in. But yeah, yo, this is breaking down. Let's see if we can find an entry. How's my cat? Kitty. Kitty. Discord fam, I see you. I see you. Sniff some pepper. Oh, geez. I don't need to sneeze that bad. I'd probably pass out. That sounds like one of them challenges. Don't do it. Somebody said SPY, drop it like it's high. Hey. All right, look, let's take a look. High risk, high reward, right? So let's go. SPY puts for tomorrow. Remember, if I got into a SPY put today, I'm not trying to hold this one till tomorrow. Why would I not hold this one till tomorrow? Because I could just jump back in tomorrow and not have to deal with time decay on a 2-day play. On a 2-day play. So now, somebody said, Benadryl, my guy, shout out to you, big dog. Discord fam, we up 160%. Hit the home run for sure on a Lucid call. Just know, I'm not gonna tell you how much money you need to make. You make your own plan, and you could get out of it when you so choose. You so up that if it came down a lot, you still got a chance to get out of it or the Lucid call. I won't tell you how much money you need to make. You know what your situation is. You know what your family is like. You know what's real. All right, look, but let's take a look though. So on these dips, we're on a 5-minute chart. The RSI is not yet over or under 30. Let's see. You might want to catch this on a spike and then ride the wave down again. So is Nio coming down even more? Somewhat. QuantumScape, let's go. QS. Yeah, she's running. I'm more likely to get a put on this than a call. But let's see what's happening, though. Because you don't want to just get a put because of a chart. You want to make sure that you have this going in line with what everything else is saying. Let's see. QuantumScape. Boom. Nothing. Unusual options on it. Let's see. So 8 consumer companies with unusual options. Let's see. So QuantumScape. So bearish. There's a lot of calls against it. Open interest in volume. So what is it? The October 15th, $25 strike. And what is the price right now? Okay. So they buying in the money bearish call or bearish plays on this. So it looks like, let's say potentially they could be selling puts. Let's say that they're selling puts. They didn't say specifically. I didn't see that. But they could be selling puts or selling calls. I'm sorry. They could be buying puts or selling calls. But it does say. I didn't see that. Okay, a call. Bearish call. So they're selling puts. I'm sorry, they're selling calls. Why I keep messing it up? They're selling calls. What stock? QS, QuantumScape. What are they doing? Call option. What kind of trade? It's bearish. So they're selling it. They're selling the call for October 15th. And what's the strike? $25. So it's currently in the money. And then the price, $62,000 on this. The open interest is 13. So there's a high open interest on that. That's very interesting. I don't know what's going on with QuantumScape, but they betting against it. They betting against it. I want to go look. To be honest, I might want to get in on that. Let's see. Let's see if there's any news. Because remember, the big dogs, the billionaires, they get information way before you. So, okay, QuantumScape it soars after another deal with a top 10 automaker. Why QuantumScape stock is trading higher today? Wall Street price target on QuantumScape. Let's look and let's see. QS. So Wall Street, they say it's going to 26 on the low, 34 on the median, and then 41 on the high. Okay. 7 months ago, they got a $70 price target. And then 10 months ago, a $28 price target at a sell. So So yeah, Wall Street ain't really interested in it like this. Oh well. But look at the beast, the banger. Lucid is killing. So SNDL, let's check them out. Let's check them out. SNDL, so it had a bit of a run. Does SNDL have options? It does. Not a lot of open interest. Not a lot. At 1,000, that's decent, but not crazy. Oh, we're looking at puts. Let's look at calls. Oh my goodness, family. The open interest on the $1 call for SNDL for Friday. Family. 49,000. 49,000. Yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. Where would I put my money? And where would I put money? More Charge Point or Lucid? Lucid. Let's be clear on Lucid. Let's be absolutely clear on Lucid. What you got to understand with Lucid is if they can execute on what they said, then this is going to be a banger, a absolute banger. But it's an if. With Charge Point, it's not an if. It's not an if. They already have the majority of the chargers. The level 2 chargers, they killing that market. Of all chargers for EVs, they are 45% even killing that market. They're killing it in the game already. They're doing it. So do you want an established company that is going to grow? Or do you want a high risk, high reward play like Lucid? High risk, high reward play. Somebody said they bag holding SNDL. So look, when you bag holding the play, or you feel like it's going to keep coming down on you, there's two things you could do. What I would do personally, and this takes, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but it takes some type of like craft, like a level of skill and cash. So then you got to basically say, look, I'm down. Let's call it. Let's go here. So family, ready? This is how you get out of bag holding. It's hard to do, and it's high risk, but it's how you get out on top or with a lower loss. So let's say that a play is coming down like crazy, right? You've been in this play, SNDL. Let's zoom out. Let's say you got in this play at $1 or so. Let's see. And you just been holding on and you didn't average down. Here we go. Let's say you got in this play at literally $4 up here, right? Here we go. Headphones in the chat. Let me show you how to get out of a bad play that you're in. Anyone. It takes cash and it takes patience, but you can really get out of it. So here we go. You got in at $4. And right now, it's what? 70 cents. You remember that. You got in at 4. It's now 70. You just been bag holding this. Let's say that you picked up 100 shares at $4. You are now in the play for $400. Somebody said, I'm a professor, I got you. You in the play for $400 and you bag holding it, baby. You bag holding it, right? This thing is down real bad. So what you do, and again, it takes time and it takes patience and it takes cash. This is why you need the cash. You down so bad on this play that this thing is now not worth that $400 because this thing came down to 70 cents. This thing came down to 70 cents. That means you just turned $400 into $70. Because every single one of those shares is worth 70 cents now. You see what I'm saying? So now that you got $70 worth of stock, what do? In this case, let's say you caught it on a dip. You go check the charts. You say, okay, this thing is coming down to about 69. Let's zoom out even more, a little bit. Zoom out even more, 68. But you think, and you're like, all right, I can ride it back up to 75. I could ride this back up from 68 to 75. That's not too much of a stretch. So then you say, okay, I'm going to pick up like a lot. You're going to put in, let's say it's 70 cents right now. You got $70 worth of it. So then you put in 400. At this point, what I would do is I would put in another 400 at 70 cents. Right? At 70 cents. So now I got 400 at 70 cents. Boom. So now I got 280 in it. I'm 280 in the play. So now my average is down. How many shares do I have? I have 500 shares now. 400 of them I got at $4. No, 100 of them I got at $4. which brought me to that 400. And then let's put this in some brackets. And then I went and bought 400 of them at 70 cents. You see what I'm saying? So now the majority of all of the shares that I have are at the 70 cent mark. The majority. Let's see if this knows PEMDAS. If it doesn't, I might gotta do this the long way. Okay, yeah. So we're fine. We in the play just like this. So then if you divide this by 500, boom, you brought your average down. Now your average used to be all the way up at $4. Now your average is down to 130. So you brought your average way down. So now you don't have to get back up to 4 to get out. You just need to get back up to 130 to get out. So what if you went even harder and you picked up 800? This is why I was saying you need cash. You pick up 800 and then you divide this by 500. Hold up, is PEMDAS not working all of a sudden? Oh, no, not by 500, by 900. You divide this by 900 because now you got 900 shares. Boom. You at the dollar mark. You see what I'm saying? Now you at the dollar mark. You are very close to the 70 cent mark. Before you started off all the way up where your average was basically like what? $4, and now your average is $1. But you average down. Basically what you're trying to do is you're not even trying to win anymore. You're trying to get out. So then you can just keep doing this and reiterating this. And let's say you picked up even, I don't know, you went hard because you was really trying to get out. You picked up 2,000. Remember, they're only worth 70 cents. You picked up 2,000. Boom. So now you got this. This is your new number. We're going to divide this by 2,100. Now your average is 85. Now, think about this. You like, man, I'm still down. But you're not down by that much because then all this thing needs to do is get to 85 and you could jump out. But even if it goes up, even if this thing goes up like what, 5 cents and it doesn't even go to 85, you're going to be down like 5% or something like that. And then you could just jump out. You see what I'm saying? So this is how you jump out of a play. You don't just straight up just always just take the L. You can basically on a crazy dip load up on a lot. But again, make sure you know what you're doing. He said, Larry Jones gave me a shout out yesterday. That's my dog. Shout out to Larry Jones. But again, you know I got you, family. You know I got you. I'm always going to try to teach you how to do it. And you can do the same thing with options too. So, Meek and Neek, basically, if you keep buying lower than your original price, your average is going to come down so much that it's only going to take a little bit of movement to get you out of the play. Only take a little bit of movement to get you out of the play. Talk about covered calls. Excuse me, man. My allergies are killing me. So check this out. BNGO, in my opinion, as a low, you can even do it with SNDL. If you own 100 shares, right? If you own 100 shares of something, and you don't think it's gonna go higher than a certain amount, you can sell a covered call on it. And then the worst that can happen, if you get in at a good strike price, the worst that can happen is you got to sell your shares, but you get to keep the premium. So you know how when you buy a call, I got you. You know how when you buy a call option, it's not free. You got to pay some premium for it, right? At this case, when you sell in a cover call, you get to take the premium. You get to take the money that somebody else is using to buy the call. So now, if the call never gets to where it was supposed to get to, then the other person, they're not going to execute it. So then you get to keep the shares and you get to keep the premium. But if it does and they do execute, then you got to sell them your shares at the strike price, but you also get to keep the premium. So if you have 100 shares of anything, right? Like let's say that you are now 85 years old, you 65, you 85, whatever it is, and you want to get out of even Apple. You want to get out of your Apple shares. What I would do, instead of even just straight selling my shares, right? I would try to sell a cover call on Apple. I already plan on selling it, right? So then let's say that Apple right now, let's say that I was 65, 75, whatever age, and I'm ready to retire. Apple, let's say I got 100 shares of Apple, and Apple right now is 143, right? I bought it for way lower than this. I bought it for way lower than this. Let's say I got an Apple for, let's call it I got it for 100. I'm ready to cash out. I'm ready to go live on an island. You see what I'm saying? So then I got 100 shares of Apple. So I could sell it for 143. Or I could sell a high risk covered call for 144. Right? High risk, high reward. But guess what? I got in at 100 and I was just going to sell it anyway. So then if Apple goes up to 144 and then the person, they decide, you lost, the person who got the covered call, the person who sold me this call, you lost, right? Guess what? That means you would have to sell your Apple shares at 144, but you also get to keep that high premium they paid you. So instead of just even selling it, then you get to keep the premium and you get to sell it at a higher price than you was initially going to sell it for. So when you see all of the big dogs, like let's talk about it. Let's go down to let's get to the weeds, baby. Let's get into the weeds. Let's look at Apple. Let's look at Apple institutional ownership. So think about this. Big dogs, they doing calls all of the time, but sometimes they're selling cover calls. They're not always buying them. Sometimes, no, not this. I didn't mean to go to CNN. I meant to go to Fintel. Here we go. So you need 100 shares to do this. But the big dogs, they got way more than 100 shares, right? So what they do, just to get some steady cash, is just keep selling cover calls. Keep selling these high risk cover calls. Worst thing that can happen is if you get a good strike, you got to sell it for more than you bought it. You can always buy it back. So like right now, for example, let's check them out. So Apple, let's see what the options are looking like. So this row, OPT, this is the options. Let's scroll down. So CWM, they got a call on Apple. Cool. Let's see. Bank of America, they got a call on Apple and a put. Remember, calls and puts could also be in the same direction, or they could be hedges against each other. Somebody said this information is vital. I got you. So then, all right, take a look at this. They buying calls, but it could be a cover call, right? It could be a regular call because it's Apple, it's a banger, but it could be a cover call. Now, if it's a cover call, if you wanted to sell your Apple at 143, you was just ready to get out of the play because you got in at 100. You could get a 144 covered call, which saying that you got to take a premium from somebody. So they pay you right there in cash, deposit it in your account. And then after that, if it goes up to 144, you got to sell it for 144. You don't got to give it away. You got to sell it. So then they get to buy it. Even if Apple goes up to 150, 160, and you have a 144 covered call, you would have to sell it for 144. But you know what? It is what it is. You was going to sell it at 143 anyway, so it just makes sense. To get a cover call. If you got in way, way, way lower and you ready to sell now, it just makes sense. All right, cool. So now let's check this out. Let's check out the big dog, the beast, the banger, AMC Entertainment. We can't forget about them. Okay, so AMC. Oh no, oh my goodness, family. I said, yo, AMC is $9. I'm about to go load up. But I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on AM. I forgot the C. Yo, family, let's go check something out today. Because I tell you, don't invest in companies you don't believe in. Let's see if you learned something today. Let's see. What does AMC stand for? What does AMC stand for? American Multi Cinema. American Multi Cinema. AMC stands for American Multi Cinema. Did you know this? It's not an affiliation with the cable television station AMC-X. Did you know this? Somebody say, yo. Did you know? Somebody said the replay value. Come on now. Jay-Z puts American Movie Classics. Let's see. AMC Theaters. Let's go to their wiki and see if they have anything. American Movie Theater Chain. American Movie. I don't know. American movie classics, American movie cinemas. Which one is it? Which one is it? I haven't thought about this till today. Apes making cash. I love it. I love it. Palantir is running now. PLTR. Oh no, it's running down, and it's holding up at that support that we were talking about. All right, family. So again, if you want to be up on the Discord, when we see a price we like, we strike, baby. You already know what time it is. Apes making cash. I love it. I love it. I love that. I really do. I like that a lot. I love it. But Discord fam, Lucid, huge winner. Huge, huge winner. Huge winner. But family, your boy, I got to get up out of here like I told you. But if you can't handle the heat, hit that like button to show your boy some love. I even brought the oven man out today for you, baby. Hit the Discord link. Discord family, I will see you over there. I want you to understand me, baby. If you're trying to get into the Discord, the link is in the top comment of this chat. Just know. But if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen and consider investing in index funds. I want you to know this, baby. I love y'all. Take care.